I would like to invite His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of Dominica, to address the audience. Thank you, sir.
You know, I wish to lodge a protest. You know, my colleague prime ministers went shopping and did not buy me a pair of socks. I want to recognize in a very special way Brahim, you know, who is an outstanding Moroccan patriot and citizen, for his excellent representation of the Kingdom of Morocco. I want to recognize my distinguished colleague prime ministers, our dear ministers from the government of the Kingdom of Morocco, guests, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. On the morning after Hurricane Maria on September 18, 2017, Dominica stood bruised but unbroken, a testament to the resilience that defines small nations like ours. Today, we gather in Tangier to confront challenges that test not only our sovereignties, but also the very resilience of the global community. On behalf of the people of the Commonwealth of Dominica, I extend our gratitude to the Kingdom of Morocco and the Amadeus Institute, the organizers of this prestigious event, for bringing us together in the historic and vibrant city of Tangier to dialogue on these important matters. The theme this year, Sovereignties and Resiliencies Towards a New Global Balance, is both timely and relevant. In an era marked by geopolitical shifts, economic unpredictability, and environmental crises, it is clear that resilience is an imperative for the survival of all nations, large and small. We recognize the urgency of rethinking how we define resilience and cooperation in an increasingly interconnected and interdependent world. In Dominica, we are acutely aware that sovereignty must be underpinned by economic resilience. The vulnerabilities that small states face, whether they are economic shocks, shifting trade policies, or financial turbulences, require us to innovate continuously. In Dominica, we are moving towards sustainable development models that prioritize self-sufficiency and the use of local resources. Our focus on agriculture, ecotourism, and renewable energy aims to create a robust, diversified economy that serves our people's needs while protecting our natural environment. However, the path to sustainable development is fraught with global barriers, from financing inequalities to restrictive trade regimes. We need fairer trade practices, enhanced access to sustainable financing, and investment in green technology and renewable energy. As we call for a new global balance, we ask for a system that grants small nations equitable access to resources, technology, financing, and markets necessary for sustainable development. Only then can sovereignty be fully realized for nations with constrained economies and resources. The Caribbean, and Dominica in particular, has experienced firsthand the devastating impacts of climate change. For us, resilience is a matter of survival. We are on the front lines of climate change, facing the devastating impacts of increasingly severe storms, unpredictable weather patterns, and rising sea levels. But our efforts alone will not be enough. Climate resilience requires reliable international partners and sustained support, particularly from the world's largest economies and highest emitters, who must come to acknowledge that climate change is a shared responsibility. The vulnerability of small states like ours must become a priority on the global agenda. I strongly urge our partners to uphold their commitments under the Paris Agreement and beyond, assisting vulnerable nations through climate financing, knowledge exchange, and capacity building. It is time to redefine resilience as a global imperative, shared across borders and strengthened by collective responsibility. As we face the challenges of our time, the global community must also renew its approach to multilateralism. Today's world requires a multilateral system that reflects the diversity and interdependence of our nations. The global balance we seek is one where all voices are heard, where policies are inclusive, and where vulnerabilities are addressed with empathy and urgency. For true resilience, smaller nations must have greater representation and participation in shaping policies that affect our future. Our global institutions must evolve to give room for the unique perspectives and experiences that small states bring to the table. As we look towards a new global balance, let us remember that a resilient nation is one that finds strength within itself and also in its partnerships and alliances. In closing, I once again thank the organizers of the MEDays Forum for providing a platform where these critical issues can be addressed. And I am confident that through discussions like those taking place here at this forum, we can forge partnerships and alliances that will fortify our world against the challenges we face today and those that lie ahead. Together, let us commit to a future where every nation, regardless of size or wealth, can stand resilient and sovereign, contributing its unique strengths to a global community that is balanced, fair, and just. Let us go forward with the commitment that together we can build a sustainable, resilient, and inclusive global community. I pray God's continued blessings on the Kingdom of Morocco for its continued prosperity, peace, and tranquility. And I pray that the good Lord will continue to bless His Majesty the King with good health. And let me say before I leave, I want to say to our friends in Morocco that we in the Caribbean stand in absolute solidarity with His Majesty the King and the Kingdom of Morocco. God bless you. Thank you very much.
I would like